course they want us distracted and emotional and ICE painted as the villain while these trap houses stay protected. But we're done playing dumb. While we're told to feel sorry for these illegal aliens crossing the border, ICE is walking into fentanyl labs, scamming rings, and gang hideouts, with Antifa mobs waiting outside to stop them. They don't want to debate. They want you blind. But team think we don't blink. Let's go.
Tonight, accused of trying to scam an Iranian man is behind bars tonight, accused of trying to scam an elderly person in Cumberland County out of tens of thousands of dollars. The Cumberland County Sheriff's Office says the suspect here pretended to be with the Federal Trade Commission, claiming the victim owed them $50,000 in violations related to their Social Security number. That person ended up withdrawing the money from their account, but thankfully, law enforcement stepped in before the money could change hands. Investigators used it to set up a sting operation and arrested this man. He's being held on an immigration hold as the FBI investigates. Iranian man.
Now, this isn't a sob story. This is a con job. Got an illegal immigrant posing as a federal agent trying to steal $50,000 from an elderly American. Elderly at that. You know what the Democrats want to call this, man? They're going to treat it with compassion. But you know what I call it? Other C. Criminal. So I stepped in, and suddenly it's controversial. It's me with all that, man. We protect our own. But when ICE actually does his job, the mob comes running.
Is the mayor of Los Angeles trying to dox your agents?
100%. There are so many elected officials that have gone ahead and tried and called for the open doxing of agents, saying that ICE agents and officers and their families shouldn't have any rest, shouldn't have any peace, that if we're disrupting illegal aliens' families, then ours should be. That's just totally unacceptable. And it's, unconscionable, the fact that they would want to put a federal law enforcement officer or special agent in harm's way or their family. What the mayor said is totally wrong. The best part about that is she says we parachute in and then go away. No, we're going to stay in Los Angeles until we take care of the criminal aliens that are affecting her community that she's blatantly ignoring while she's focused on the brave men and women of ICE just trying to do their job.
Director Lyons, thank you, of course, for your service to our country. The Trump administration, as you know, is offering a major incentive to actually increase recruitment. This is by way of the New York Post. Former ICE agents can receive up to $50,000 in bonuses if, of course, they rejoin the agency as either a deportation officer or as a criminal investigator. An email from ICE obtained by the Post states in part, you serve the United States of America with distinction and honor. Now your country calls upon you to serve once more. Your experience and unwavering commitment are critically needed. It has been difficult, to say the least, to convince people to join the agency because of all the attacks you heard Katie talking about. But I'm curious, how do you think this new effort will work out?
Thanks, Kevin, for bringing that up, because I think it's going to work great. I think one thing we saw in the last administration, the last 4 years, there's a lot of brave men and women retired or left the agency early just because they weren't feeling like federal law enforcement officers. They didn't have a secretary that had their back. They didn't have an administration that wanted them or allowed them to do their duly sworn federal duty. So we want to go ahead and we want to make sure that those former special agents and deportation officers know that we value them, we value their experience, and we want them back in our ranks. The last 4 years, ICE has been shrunk so much to make us battlefield ineffective and not do our law enforcement mission. We hope to bring back these brave men and women that we can go ahead and we can make America safe again.
Director Lyons, it's Nicole Sapphire. The Department of Homeland Security has announced that they are planning to house thousands of illegal aliens on 2 military bases in Indiana and, where I live, New Jersey. This comes as Democrats have been blasting the administration for militarizing immigration enforcement.
Will not be intimidated by the militarized force that Donald Trump has put before us.
To me, this is another example of the administration ratcheting up chaos by deploying what looked like a military operation in an American city.
Director Lyons, what's your response to the Democrats and all of their rhetoric, and what additional information can you give us about those military bases where they may be housed?
Well, first off, the rhetoric is just completely wrong. I just can't believe that elected officials would make such unintelligent and uneducated comments and not learn exactly what the men and women of ICE do every day. As far as the military bases, you know, President Trump, he sees that under the last administration, we did not have the support. We didn't have support under President Obama. We didn't have the support under President Biden. We want to go ahead and use our whole of government approach to use these military bases. And it's not a case of militarizing ICE. We now have a secure location with our partners in DOD that we can actually house these illegal migrants safely and transport them out of the country safely without like those riots that you saw in California with the rock throwing, the protesters, things like that. It's this whole of government approach that's going to make ICE do their mission better.
Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on a Sunday.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, they doxed ICE, threatened their families, blocked their arrests. Meanwhile, attacks on ICE are up 130% last time we checked. And the same Democrats calling for justice are the ones putting these officers in the crosshairs. If you support law and order, you support ICE. Simple. If you don't, ask yourself, what side are you really standing on? And guess who's fed up with the chaos?
Go home. I said, where do you guys live at? Let's go to your house. Let's go to your community. And let's do it in front of your mama's house and see how you gotta like it.
This is a Portland resident who's begging ICE to use water cannons on protesters harassing his neighborhood.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Percussion things, you spray water, really.
Water cannons?
What? There you go.
So you want ICE up here to start doing water cannons?
I want people to get water cannons.
Yeah, so what if ICE started shooting out water cannons? That would be great.
That'd be great. These motherfuckers would go home. I can't say nothing. That's just it. I can't do nothing.
Do you feel helpless, kind of?
Yes. Because, I mean, I come down here because this is where I take my dog to go party.
Yeah.
Now I can't even do that. So I lived here for 12 years. My name is Larry Lorenzo. And these rioters, protesters, it never stops. And at nighttime they let off bombs. Yeah. And it never stops.
Has the city done anything to help you guys?
The city, no. It affects our lives completely. I mean, like I said, I can't open I have an air conditioner, but I have to open up the window. But when I open up the window, they do the noise and it just freaks her out. My dog, it takes like, I know a bomb.
Right.
I know what it is, but she doesn't know what it is. She can't understand that.
So it's harming the community pets as well.
Oh, big time. And she can handle the honking, but she cannot handle those bombs at 12 o'clock at night. And she tried to climb. Shut up. And this is what we do it literally 24/7.
So they're out here 24/7, causing noise disturbances, even through the night, and that is impacting you guys tremendously. Yes? And where's Mayor Wilson?
He's down at City Hall, I guess.
And has he come out and helped you guys at all?
No. I mean, no. I mean, how do you stop this?
Do you feel safe with these protesters out here?
That makes no sense.
They go, oh, you don't belong here. I go, motherfucker, I live here.
Wow.
You guys go home. Where do you guys live? Let's go protest at your mama's house, right? What really gets me heated is that I can't even live in my own home without this shit happening every single day and night. And my poor dog is freaked out. But she's cool now.
Yeah. Poor girl. You're gonna be okay, girl. Cool. Okay, final words.
Well, you're a fine looking mama.
I was not expecting that twist at the end. But y'all see, man, this man can't even walk his dog without protesters banging drums and throwing bombs, essentially. This isn't in Mexico. This is in Oregon. He asked for water cannons. Let that sink in. You got people out there more afraid of Antifa than ICE. And they should be. And ICE leadership, they're not backing down 1 inch.
Antifa and all the rest of those assholes are not going to bully me. I'm going to Portland and I'm going to Seattle. Just like I went to Chicago, like I went to New York. But when I go to Portland and Seattle, it's going to elevate that issue up here. And plus, I want to send a message to men and women of ICE that, hey, I got you 6. I know it's tough out here, but we're not forgetting about it. We're going to give you all the resources you need.
Do you have those Portland or Seattle visits set yet? Do you have the dates for those?
It's coming. I don't have the exact date, but I talked to my chief of staff today, and she'll be working on it. I will be in Portland. I will be in Seattle, and you can count on it. Matter of fact, we're going to double down, triple down.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Yeah, 'cause what's been going on out there in Portland, man? It's just been crazy. Every day we've been having a new clip, just like the previous. This is what courage looks like. While politicians kneel to mobs, ICE is standing tall, tripling down, taking our cities back, and reminded America that law enforcement still means something. It's never about race as they try to make it. It's always about reality. The real ones see through that noise.
I'm the Seattle bureau essentially for. I'm the Seattle bureau essentially for Turning Point's Frontlines team. So it's nonstop.
Not a real popular guy either.
Yeah, they know me by name, and I have to now dress up in black bloc to cover this stuff. Can you believe that? I have to go undercover.
I can believe it. No, our ICE agents.
She's been fun. She's been like.
Well, you're the guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
All right.
When you started these targeted arrests earlier this year, you knew it was always going to be a risk, but did you think it was going to get this bad for your agents?
I said from day one, as soon as he won the presidency, the vilification of ICE and Border Patrol are going to start immediately. And the people that are hating on, the people that are protesting, throwing rocks on them, none of them have a backbone to strap a gun to their hip. None of them have the courage to take a criminal alien on. And they're the cowards. That's why they wear masks. That's why they throw a stone and running away. You know, they probably live in their mother's basement, got nothing other to do than go hate on ICE. But bottom line is, we're not going to stop doing this job.
Yeah. So DHS confirms the 830% rise in attacks on ICE agents. The media says ICE is out of control, but they've been ambushed, assaulted, and hunted down. You see Antifa throwing rocks at windows, coffee, you know, while CNN throws cover. And still, ICE keeps showing up to do the job. Nobody else will. I want y'all to take a look at this guy right here. ICE officers in Providence arrest Ivan Rene Mendoza Meza, an illegally present 27-year-old Honduran national and known member of MS-13. So let's be clear. This man was a known MS-13 member charged with trafficking fentanyl. And they still let him walk. The ICE has to come back and do what the system would it. If that doesn't enrage you, man, you're not paying attention.
Hey, Trump, you haven't finished the job, huh? These are my people. You ain't touching them.
What?
Hey, Trump, you haven't finished the job, huh? These are my people. You ain't touching them.
Okay, so this caption comes with unhinged leftist sends a threat to Trump and ICE. I mean, well, there it is. That's the real motto. Not secure the border, not protect Americans, just pure tribal delusion. They won't open borders, emotional politics, and zero accountability. But same thing, we see through it plain as day. This isn't immigration, it's occupation.
But if you're hanging out with gang members, if you're hanging out with criminals, we will be targeting those individuals, and so you will be picked up. But our message remains that 70% of those who have been arrested in this country, who are here illegally, have either prior convictions or criminal pending charges. So we are going after the worst of the worst, Blake. But further than that, there doesn't need to be a single arrest, because those who are here illegally can get their $1,000, a free ticket, and leave now and potentially preserve the opportunity to come back the right legal way.
The quote-unquote collateral arrest, isn't that where some might feel that this has gone too far? And we've seen it in the polling with the numbers with the president on immigration.
Absolutely not. If you are affiliating with MS-13 gang members, Tren de Aragua, criminals in any sense, you will likely also be targeted and swept up in those operations. But if you're hanging out with gang members...
So, you know, I'll just say this. You know, when you use the CPB home app to self-deport, you can avoid arrest. I'm saying ICE they even giving them an out. $1,000, a flight home, a chance to go back the right way. They'd rather riot, scam, scream, racism, do all that than follow the law. And every time ICE tries to clean it up, the left throws a fit about it. Makes no sense. So next time they say ICE is the villain, ask them who they're actually protecting. Please, because the ones throwing the rocks, they're not patriots. They're not victims. They're the shield guarding the pipeline to crime. And to every ICE agent still standing in line, we see you. We back you. And we ain't going to be silent about it. Same thing. Let them know what side you on. Drop us some comments. And, yeah, let me know you ain't backing down. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.